this is my Q1 performance-based assessment. Part 1. How is industrialization possible in the United States? Industrialization is the shift from agrarian society to a more urban society. As you can see, the cow is in the pasture, and then as it urbanizes, it becomes the cow it is now. American natural resources included but are not limited to wood, water, oil, and most importantly, steel. Steel was so important during the industrialization era because it helped build factories, buildings, etc., which helped mass produce other goods, which caused more money to be made. New technology, let's say the Flyknit technology of the Nike shoe, shown here, caused prices to inflate, but eventually, when it could be mass produced cheaply, the price went down. Free enterprise allowed people to trade freely with no government intervention whatsoever. As you can see, the two people are trading. One person's trading a shoe for money. So, win-win situation, no government interference. The large workforce in America allowed more demand, which ultimately caused popularity in products, which made them better, such as here, the Air Jordan 1. We were the first ever Jordan shoe, and it became so popular because of their demand that now we have the XX8s, which cost a lot. So now we'll move on to part 2. How did industrialization improve the lives of Americans? So the first pro and the first con of industrialization was, the first pro was standards of living rose a lot, so you got out of the tenements and you went to the fancy houses and you wore bad shoes to good shoes. But now, also the con, they started before the industrialization era. They were in farmhouses and now they're in the tenements, so it tells you a lot about industrialization. So the second pro and con for the industrialization is it used to be that one person made one shoe at a time or whatever, and then with industrialization you can mass produce all your shoes. But the conflict against that is that there are too many shoes, and you have a surplus, which causes the price to go down and you're not making as much money. And that wraps up my presentation. Thank you very much for listening.
Subscribe to me, The Naked Goldfarb.